Welcome to the Bitcoin Globe, counting the days down until the next Bitcoin halving. Beautiful sunny day here in California. Bitcoin price is holding steady, holding strong. It's basically at 3,000. We can just round it up at this point to 3,000. I think that's a fair enough price. The question is it worth 3,000 fiat dollars to get one Bitcoin when one Bitcoin could be worth, it is possible that if the trend continues, that a Bitcoin could be worth $200,000 by the year 2020. Absolutely possible. So, would you want to trade $3,000 for $200,000 in the future? And if so, how do you do this? For me, trying to hold on to one Bitcoin until I would be very happy with $200,000 right now. That would be the perfect amount of money for me to have. I would be willing to trade one Bitcoin for $200,000 worth of current price value. So that may be a piece of property or a big down payment on a piece of property. One Bitcoin is like a huge down payment on a piece of property, or a very nice fancy car. Get yourself that new Tesla. It's exciting to think about what you can get with your Bitcoin in the future when it's worth more, and all the investments you can make, the companies you can start. I mean, it's just going to create a lot more freedom and opportunities, and it'll probably create a lot more jobs. That's one of the things that's so exciting about Bitcoin, is what jobs it's going to open up, what future pathways it's going to open up. I had to sell a little bit of Bitcoin today, zero cash, like $2 of cash in my account. I have Uber Eats credits, so I can order food through Uber Eats, which is pretty nice. But from my house, I can only get pizza, and I don't really eat pizza because training for a fight. It's my punching bag. I punched that thing probably over 100,000 times. And got a reflex bag that my buddy brought out right there. Buy Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin the dog right there. His name is Bitcoin. Hey, Bitcoin, come here. Come here, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, right here. Say hi. Yeah, he's not looking up. But that's Bitcoin. He's counting the days down with me until the next Bitcoin halving, and then we're gonna have a party around 23rd of June when the party starts. But it's exciting to think this $200,000 mark, and maybe that's even a low ball prediction. When's if it hits 2 million by the year 2020? Is it possible for that to happen? It's probably possible for it to happen, but the odds of it aren't high. But it's possible. The odds of Trump winning a presidency were not high. If you had bet Bitcoin on that 2 years ago, you would be, because I bet on Bernie Sanders, unfortunately, which the odds were really against him as well. I think he was in the same boat as Donald Trump. So if I had bet on Donald Trump, boom, I would have hit the jackpot of Bitcoin right there. So if you go back in time in this reality, bet some Bitcoin on Donald Trump winning, and you're big. Yeah, I have a few very small. I'm just wagering the minimum for fun. It's like me buying a little lottery ticket, hoping to upgrade my status, my financial status, achieve financial freedom. Hoping to hit the jackpot with some of these UFC parlays. They're fun to make. It's 0.001 Bitcoin per ticket, and if you win, you can win anywhere from $1,000 up to what is 5 Bitcoin right now, like 15,000. So it'd be a nice little paycheck to be able to pay my rent and have some more Bitcoin. Oh my God, it sucks so bad to have to sell Bitcoin. Like, I just pulled it out of my Coinbase cold storage. It's gonna be ready in 7 hours, and then I'm gonna have to sell it. So whatever the price is in 7 hours is the amount. It's only 0.2 Bitcoin. That should be enough to give me groceries and give me some food and help me to survive for a while. Making a living as an Uber driver, if that's like your only way, that's a painful existence, and I hope that nobody has to do that. It's an easy job sitting in a car, but your back just gets eaten up going over these roads, because you're always driving in some bizarre places and the roads aren't always good, and when you're in a little Prius like that, jolting on the back. That's why I do a lot of yoga. Very important to do some yoga. I scored through the Bitcoin news today, and it seems like, all the coins are doing well. First Blood is over $1. So if you have some First Blood tokens, those are now over $1. I remember the time when they were like, 10 cents a token? Now they're over $1. Wow, there's some other cryptocurrencies that are absolutely exciting. Augur's like $30 now, man. I remember the days when that was $1. so many missed opportunities, but there's still opportunity. There's always going to be more opportunities. If you're dwelling in the past, like, oh, if only I would have done this, or if only I would have bought this cryptocurrency, then you're missing like opportunities now, and you don't want to be saying that. You don't want to have any regrets now. So start making the decisions that are going to get you ahead. Try to move a little bit ahead. The Poloniex, so far, I'm bullish on Poloniex. Someone left a comment in my previous video saying it's not a good idea to lend money for interest or whatever, and I'm curious about that. What's wrong with me lending out money on Poloniex? Is there some kind of karmic issue with that? Is there something wrong with lending money on Poloniex and earning passive income? I don't know, but it's really cool to have passive income coming in that's generated by my Bitcoin that I invested. You know, I'm taking a little bit of risk by lending it out through Poloniex. But it's growing, and it's growing pretty steadily, and it's not growing so fast like a hype scheme where it's like, wow, and you put more and more in and then they disappear with all your Bitcoins. BitAge was the one that got me, and they didn't even have like that great of a site. I should have known better. And before that, it was like a cloud mining site. I don't even remember what the fuck they were called, but that was when I first learned about Bitcoin. And of course I was like, I want to get into mining. Oh, there's cloud mining. I don't need to mine myself. I can just do cloud mining, and I invested some Bitcoin in it, and they like promptly were hacked and lost that Bitcoin. And then Hashnest, I put like 3 or 4 Bitcoin into Bitmain, and the only things that have ever been profitable there are the pack mix. So I don't really recommend cloud mining. I do recommend crypto mining of any sort. One of my students is now mining Zcash, and I'm hopeful for Zcash. I mean, all these cryptocurrencies are really hopeful, and they each have a momentum behind them and have a unique value. And be careful with them, of course. Don't put too much into it, but take a few risks in your life, and educated risk, and maybe we'll get ahead. That's it for this video, guys. It's a beautiful day, doing some gardening. My kids are doing really well. Cannabis plants should have a little bit of flowers soon. It's a learning process. It's a fun learning process, watching YouTube videos and whatnot. If you're interested in seeing my plants or my MMA fights, let me know, and I'll post up some of my fights, my videos. I have one video of me in Malaysia fighting, and I should have some more for you soon, and some training videos, whatnot. Have a great day.